Do you have any services specifically geared toward men? Or
Well,
is it just
the pedicures could be for men as well, as women. And of course the massage, wig fittings, clipper cuts when they're losing their hair, that's for men too. And that is complimentary, by the way. Also, we give complimentary first haircuts when they get their hair back in.
That's
I
so
give
nice.
them a complimentary service. So all of those are for men. As far as any prosthesis or anything, we don't have things for men or clothing for men, just the hats, yeah. So, however, scarves, I've got a couple scarves men could use too.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Using myself as an example, I'm sure that both of you watch the patients evolve, because I know how I was when I first walked in the shop. I was a basket case and didn't know what to do and didn't know what to look at and didn't know what I needed, and you all helped me. And most of the time when I go in there, I don't make a purchase. I come in to see you because I feel like now you're my friends.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you watch your people evolve from the standpoint of being afraid and being confused and not knowing, what's going to happen next, what do I need, to seeing them go through the transition from that point to the middle of care and treatment, and then seeing them come out the other side. And that has to be terrifically rewarding.
Well, it is, and see people go from that state of fear to helping other people that are in the stage they were in to begin with.
And that's, like I said, the first time I was in the shop, there was a woman there who said, I've just had my first chemo treatment and I'm okay. And then she hugged me, and I just think that that's such an important thing, to reach out to other people after you get into the experience. Or even though you all haven't had the experience, you've seen so many people that you're able to be such a tremendous help.
And we both have had family members that have been through the process too.
That makes a big difference.
Sure.
Because you know what to expect. This image recovery is a part of Centra Health, but is it affiliated with any other organizations like the American Cancer Society? Do they work directly with you all or anything like that?
No, but we direct people to American Cancer Society, and if they have wigs to donate or hats, we tell them that they can donate them to the American Cancer Society, which isn't too far away from where we're located. But that's something that they like to do when they're done with their wigs or scarves or whatever, is donate them to other people. And then I think the local cosmetology school shampoos them, gets them fixed up, so they're all clean for the new patient to wear.
And some of the people who volunteer at the Cancer Society do wash them too, because I have a friend who volunteers over there 2 or 3 times a week, and she has, she tells me, I've been washing wigs today. So, but I think that's such a great service that is offered by the American Cancer Society, and it's good to know that everybody that you all work with them, they work with you. And
we're all trying to help them out. Yeah.
And we do have funds from a grant and the Patient Foundation that can help people in need of services and can't afford it.
I was going to ask you about funding, if it's all from Centra Health or if there are societies or.
Well, we have, some people may have read Dr. Hilliard and Tammy Anderson got a grant that is for the Patient Foundation survivorship. And also we have the Susan G. Komen grant money that the nurse navigators received. So, and it's to our discretion as to who can benefit from that. They will make referrals to us, but usually for people with no insurance or having a very difficult time, they will say, you know, give this person a wig, give this person a prosthesis and bra. And
So nobody should have to go without,
Right.
you know, or get lost in the cracks if they just make it known that they don't have insurance and they need some help to the nurse navigators or the radiation oncology nurses, so we can communicate between each other, and we'll be happy to help them with the Susan B. Komen funds to outfit them for a bra or prosthesis or a wig so that they're more comfortable while they're going through it.
I think that's wonderful. Just in, you know, this process that I've been going through, somebody sent me over to the, before I came to you, sent me over to the American Cancer Society to look at wigs, just, you know, to know that it's available and it's out there, and that people are willing to help you.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's so important.
There's also a lot of, I think, people making hats and things from these churches that are donating. Of course, we don't have the room where we are to accept them, but, you know, I tell them about the American Cancer Society. So there's a lot of caring people around that are doing their part to make everybody comfortable or make sure they're warm during the winter and have a nice hat.
And
So-
those are the turbans.
Well, they can make turbans or they make hats, you know. We'll just get these calls from different people and I try and direct them in the right area.
You know, I associated the turbans so much with the disease that
Right.
I came
That
in
you
and I bought a couple from you, and instead of wearing them the way you're supposed to, I turned them around backwards so it didn't look quite so much like a cancer patient.
well, you may start a style.
But you know, you do find out that your head gets really cold after a while.
Well, people are quite fashionable going through this stuff.
They
It's
are.
amazing, the fashion plates that come in, you know, with a couple
some of
different
the-
scarves on.
Some of the patients give Diane ideas.
Mhm.
You know, they've played with different scarves and had them tied differently, so we learn from them as well.
One of the things that I did is I figured if this was going to happen to me, that I was going to go out and buy several wigs, because you're dependent on wigs for a
Right.
while. So I got several different hairstyles, and it really freaks the people out in church, because I'll go in with a short hairdo one week, and then it'll be longer the next week, and then I'll do something that's an entirely different cut. But, you know, I was determined that this was not going to get me, and I wanted to have fun with this. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we go, because we're almost out of time?
Uh-huh.
Just
Can't
drop
think
by
of
the
anything.
shop?
That's
And
right.
we have
Be
gift
happy to help.
certificates for,
That's a good point.
and we are as concerned about the caretakers as we are the patients.
That's
And that
a good
includes the
point.
staff
Mhm.
of the hospital.
And that's a wonderful point to
Yeah.
make. Well, I thank you both for being with us, and I thank you especially for what you do, because I've been a recipient of what you do, and it has made such a difference in my coming and going for treatments, and I do appreciate it. If anyone has anything that they'd like to comment on about this show, please write to us at our email account, which is lynchburglivenow@aol.com. We look forward to hearing from you. If you have any suggestions for future shows, you can let me know that too. We have some things that are lined up that are going to be really interesting in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a good evening. Good night.